From Donkey Kong's triumphant comeback to Zelda's bold reinvention and the long-awaited return of Mario and Luigi, Nintendo delivered some of its strongest exclusives in the past years. Based on critical reception and fan response, here are the top 10 ranked Switch and Switch 2 exclusives of 2025, the games that defined this new era for Nintendo. Starting off at number 10 is Drag N Drive. Drag N Drive distinguishes itself as a great Nintendo Switch exclusive primarily by perfectly leveraging the unique capabilities of the console's controllers, specifically the novel mouse mode of the Joy-Con, which delivers a fresh and deeply engaging sports experience centered around wheelchair basketball. The core mechanic requires players to detach both Joy-Con controllers and use them like computer mice, simulating the physical act of pushing the wheels of a sport wheelchair by repeatedly moving them forward on a surface or their lap. This innovative control scheme is the game's greatest strength, providing a high skill ceiling that makes movement feel tactile, rewarding, and unlike anything else available on other consoles. Mastering the momentum, sharp turns by driving with one hand, and combining this with motion controls for shooting and tackling creates a genuine sense of physical effort and skill development that is exhilarating when executed successfully in its 3 versus 3 online matches. Next over at number 9 is Another Code Recollection. Another Code Recollection is a compelling Nintendo Switch exclusive that stands out as a high-quality narrative adventure, primarily due to its remarkable remake status, strong character focus, and successful compilation of 2 formerly niche titles. The developers have delivered a total visual overhaul, transforming the original point-and-click style games into a beautifully rendered, fully explorable 3D environment with an expressive anime-inspired art style, complete with cinematic cutscenes and a full voice-acted script. This new presentation dramatically enhances the moody, mysterious, and often melancholic atmosphere, pulling players more deeply into the emotionally driven narrative as Ashley searches for the truth about her past and her parents' disappearance. While the puzzle design has been simplified compared to the inventive, hardware gimmick-heavy challenges of the DS and Wii originals, the trade-off results in a smoother, more relaxed, and narrative-focused experience that welcomes a modern audience. Now at number 8 is Survival Kids. The Survival Kids exclusive for the Nintendo Switch 2 is championed as a delightfully accessible and cooperative adventure, perfectly positioned for the console's launch to showcase its social and local multiplayer features. Reimagined from the classic 1999 Game Boy Color title, this new installment shifts the focus from a punishing, solitary experience to a bright, family-friendly survival-like game emphasizing teamwork. The core appeal lies in its seamless co-op functionality, allowing up to 4 players online and offering flexible local play options, including split screen and the innovative game share feature that lets you broadcast the game to other nearby consoles. Gameplay is a streamlined loop of environmental puzzle solving, crafting, and resource gathering across a series of vibrant, segmented island levels, all presented with charming toon-style visuals. This approach eliminates the often daunting complexity of the traditional survival genre, as there's no complicated inventory management, and mechanics like chopping wood or carrying heavy objects are deliberately designed to be faster and easier with multiple players. Next over at number 7 is Endless Ocean Luminous. This adventure simulation title is a celebration of non-violent, stress-free underwater exploration, offering an experience that is a gentle counterpoint to the high-action or survival games dominating other platforms. Its core loop is delightfully simple and accessible as divers plunge into the mysterious, procedurally generated Veiled Sea to catalogue over 500 species of marine life, including both real-world creatures and mythical beasts. This focus on cataloging and discovery taps directly into the cozy gaming trend that thrives on the Switch, providing a vast, calming ocean to drift through at the player's own pace, free from the threat of running out of oxygen or encountering hostile predators. Crucially, the game supports an ambitious online multiplayer mode, allowing up to 30 divers to explore a single map together. This feature is a standout, transforming the solitary deep-sea dive into a shared expedition where players can tag unique findings for others, creating a communal and social experience unlike most other Nintendo Switch titles and adding significant potential for long-term engagement and discovery with friends or strangers. Moving on to number 6 is Emio the Smiling Man Famicom Detective. This direct sequel to the classic Famicom Detective Club remakes provides a gripping, dark, and emotionally intense narrative that delves into unusually mature themes for a Nintendo-published title earning its M rating. The story, which follows the protagonist and Ayumi Tachibana investigating a disturbing series of murders linked to a mysterious figure named Emio, is lauded for its depth, humanization of its characters, and unexpected twists that keep players guessing until the final moments. The game is presented as a visual novel/point-and-click adventure, featuring stunning, high-quality visuals, expressive character animations, and superb Japanese voice acting that brings the unnerving atmosphere to life. While some critics note that the core investigative mechanics requiring players to repeatedly select dialogue and investigation prompt can occasionally lead to frustrating trial and error, Emio is also credited with streamlining the gameplay compared to its retro predecessors, making it more accessible to modern players with better hints and clearer progression. Next on to number 5 is Super Mario Party Jamboree. Super Mario Party Jamboree cements its place as a fantastic Nintendo Switch exclusive by serving as a jubilant, jam-packed culmination of the best ideas from the franchise while introducing strategic depth and unprecedented online capabilities, making it the quintessential party experience for the console. It marks a confident return to the beloved classic board game formula, discarding divisive mechanics for a system that puts players back on individual competitive paths to collect stars and coins, a core reason for the series' enduring popularity. The game boasts an enormous library of over 110 diverse minigames, the largest in the series, skillfully blending fan-favourite classics with fresh, inventive challenges, many of which cleverly utilise the unique features of the Joy-Con controllers for motion, rhythm, and traditional button-based chaos. Moreover, the inclusion of a massive 20-player online mode for specific team-based board challenges and the introduction of pro rules for competitive players seeking less luck and more strategy provides unparalleled flexibility, catering to both casual family fun and intense competitive gaming sessions. Next on to number 4 is Princess Peach Showtime. Princess Peach Showtime is a strong Nintendo Switch exclusive due to its innovative structure, focus on constant gameplay variety, and unique theatrical charm, offering an experience distinct from traditional Mario platformers. The game's setting is the Sparkle Theatre, where Peach must save various stage productions from the antagonist Grape by stepping onto the stage and taking on the starring role. This core premise allows for its defining feature, which is Peach's transformation, with around 10 different costumes, such as Sword Fighter Peach, Patissiere Peach, Ninja Peach, and Detective Peach, each dramatically shifting the gameplay mechanics in their respective stages, as one moment you might be engaging in hack-and-slash combat, and the next you're decorating a giant cake in a rhythm-based minigame, then immediately moving to a stealth section. This frequent and fluid change in genre ensures the game remains fresh and engaging, as no single mechanic overstays its welcome. Now, next over at number 3 is Mario and Luigi Brothership. Mario and Luigi Brothership earns its stripes as a worthwhile Nintendo Switch exclusive by serving as both a triumphant return for a beloved, long-dormant RPG series and a visual showcase perfectly suited for the console. It manages to retain the franchise's signature blend of turn-based combat and comedic timing while injecting new mechanics and a stunning high-definition art style. The core of the appeal remains the dual brother control scheme, where players use separate buttons for Mario and Luigi to execute timed attacks and defensive maneuvers, a system that feels immediately intuitive and deeply rewarding on the Switch's controllers. This focus on brothership is further enhanced by new spectacular Bros attacks and the Luigi logic mechanic, which gives the usually sidelined green-clad plumber a more thoughtful central role in puzzle solving and exploration throughout the vibrant seafaring world of Concordia. The gorgeous, expressive animations and the cinematic flair applied to the Bros attacks truly shine on the Switch's screen, making every encounter a colourful spectacle. Now moving on to number 2 is Donkey Kong Bonanza. Drawing immediate and favourable comparisons to the structural freedom and ingenuity of Super Mario Odyssey, the game elevates the classic Donkey Kong formula with a unique emphasis on large-scale environmental destruction and open-zone exploration. What makes it a fantastic exclusive is its successful realisation of a long-awaited concept, a truly modern, physics-driven, 3D adventure starring Donkey Kong, a feat reportedly only made possible by the increased power of the Switch 2. The core mechanic allows the player to literally smash and dig through nearly every surface, creating new paths, uncovering secrets, and solving environmental puzzles by pulverising the colourful subterranean world. This level of destructibility isn't just a gimmick, it's intricately woven into the platforming, movement and puzzle design, offering players a sense of immense, satisfying power and a refreshing feeling of agency that moves beyond the more restrictive design of previous 3D platformers. Now down to number 1 is The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Echoes of Wisdom stakes its claim as the best Nintendo Switch exclusive by audaciously reinventing the series' classic top-down formula, prioritizing player creativity and the brilliant debut of Princess Zelda as the sole playable protagonist. Unlike its celebrated open-world predecessors, Echoes of Wisdom offers a more focused yet equally liberating adventure centered around Zelda's power of the Tri-Rod and the ability to create echoes. This groundbreaking mechanic allows players to duplicate nearly any object or enemy encountered, whether it's a water block to bridge a gap, a heavy box to trigger a switch, or even a moblin turned into an ally. This fundamental shift turns every obstacle into a physics-based open-ended puzzle, giving the player an unprecedented level of freedom and creative problem-solving that feels both a natural extension of Zelda's wisdom and a clever evolution of the sandbox philosophy introduced in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. This game is not just a high-quality installment, it's a testament to Nintendo's willingness to experiment and refine a beloved franchise, delivering a distinct, polished, and unforgettable experience that leverages the Switch's unique identity to deliver a truly fresh and consistently engaging game that sets a new standard for top-down adventure.